Hey guys, it's Pastor Bruce. We're in 1 Corinthians 14 today, which deals with the spiritual gift of speaking in tongues. The theme is edification, building others up. And there's a sub-theme of order in the church. For full disclosure, I want you to know that I'm not a cessationist. I do believe that the Holy Spirit can still use tongues today. I just don't run as far as many do, where every service has got to be about tongues and everybody can be taught how to speak tongues. I take a mediating position based on 1 Corinthians 14 and think that it will be used sparingly in our world today to edify. There were those in Corinth that saw this as the greatest gift because it had a lot of sizzle and people were drawn to it, but it had really devolved into being about pride. Paul says in verse 5 that prophecy is greater than tongues unless interpreted because prophecy builds people up. Tongues can't be about idle babbling. They must make sense. They must be an actual language. And if not interpreted, someone speaking in tongues is actually out of order. Verses 18 and 19 tell us that Paul would rather speak 5 words with understanding than 10,000 words in a tongue. It's not about self. It's not about show. Remember chapter 13? It's about loving others and building them up. Prophecy is the key to evangelism. In Acts chapter 2, yes, the disciples came out on the street speaking tongues. They drew a big crowd, but the people thought they were drunk. It wasn't until Peter stood and preached Jesus Christ that 3,000 came to faith in Jesus and were joined into the church that day. Church services are about building people up, and all things must be done in order to edify them. Along with that, Paul discusses women speaking in the church. And I know this has stirred up a lot of ladies. Let me leave it here for now. This is why we don't have women preachers. This is why we don't have women teaching men in Sunday school. And ladies, hear what I'm going to tell you. This puts the burden on the men in the church to actually lead at home and lead in the church. Guys, did you hear that? You got to get busy. The ladies are asking you to lead them, so make sure you're doing it. Paul ends this chapter by telling us that all that we do together in the church needs to be done decently and in order. When we do that, we're showing love and we are building up the saints. And by doing that, we're creating stronger disciples and helping to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ. God bless you as you go.